Welcome to the Ottsville Record Garage. This is Paul, the country hipster, coming at you with some little content here for the YouTube page. We have the Country Hipster Podcast, which is going to be coming at you pretty soon. But this is just me talking to you about some stuff here that I feel like talking about. So what I'm going to start with here is what I'm drinking. I got myself a nice Miller High Life on my Jefferson Airplane Long John Silver coaster there. That was made by my brother Adam, who will be the co-host of the Ottsville Record Garage Country Hipster Podcast. And yeah, so I was at the store picking up this Miller High Life, and I saw these guys here. This is March, and this is some Key Lime Pie MnM. So anything that's green seems to go with St. Patrick's Day these days. So I'm going to try these out real quick before we get into the other shit we're going to be talking about. You got some little mint green, got some regular green, and some white ones here. We're going to try a little combination of the three and see if this actually tastes like complete shit, which is what I'm expecting. So here we go. Man, I'm not going to lie, it's actually pretty delicious. So, yeah, that tastes just like a, excuse me. That tastes just like a key lime pie. That was pretty damn good. My diabetes probably does not like that I'm eating that, but I think I'm going to eat the pack of that much later on. But that is not why I've brought you here. I did not come bring you here to talk about Miller High Life and Key Lime Pie M&Ms. What we are going to talk about is Scott Pilgrim versus the World soundtrack on vinyl. This is the limited edition color vinyl. This is the Ramona Flowers edition. So I'm going to put this right up here. So let's just talk about a couple things first. All right. So first of all, the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, is, I'm sure most of you know, is a film that came out in 2010. And it is based off of a comic book, which also eventually became a video game, which from what I hear from gamers in the world is that it's a shit video game. The movie starred Michael Cera as Scott Pilgrim, Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Ramona Flowers. It has Aubrey Plaza in there, who is Julie Powers, Kieran McCulkin. It's got actually a pretty nice list here of actors. Chris Evans, Brie Larson, I believe Anna Kendrick was in this movie as well, and she is on my celebrity cheat list. So if that ever happens, I am all for it, and my wife is aware. So, you know, we'll see what happens there. Probably will never happen. So quick backstory for me personally about this album is that back in the 2010s, I was working for a online record store, and on a Friday afternoon, which is usually when they would send out their mailer, the owner slash boss, he left for the day, but our marketing person was like, "Oh shit, I need something else for the mailer." I was the buyer for this website, and I happened to get an email from Universal Records about how they found. Sometimes record labels do that, where they will find a couple thousand copies of something in their warehouse, and it came late on a Friday afternoon. So I turned over and I said, "You should put Scott Pilgrim on the mailer, and I will send it off to you." And then, so what happened was she did that. Mailer went out, and I get a call from my boss like Saturday afternoon, like, "Dude, what the hell is this Scott Pilgrim? We're getting hundreds of orders for it." So we ended up, because, you know, I made the call to put it on the mailer, we ended up buying out all of Universal Records copies because we were the only people to be able to hit it. It was really a luck of, you know, a luck of the draw. We happened to be in the right place at the right time. We were putting the mailer together. I happened to get the email. Universal Records sent it out really late in the day on that Friday, and it just worked out. But literally, we ended up buying every single copy that Universal had at that time because, you know, besides what we sold, you know, we anticipated more sales from that as well. So it was really, really some luck there that worked out in the favor of the place that I worked at that time. So that was kind of cool. So this guy here, what I have here is I have 5 copies of this total, right? 4 are for sale on the Ottsville Record Garage Discogs page. This one is actually my copy, and this is the 2021 pressing, repressing of the original soundtrack. And first, let's just talk about the soundtrack, right? This is a great soundtrack in my mind. It's got a lot of indie rock, a lot of little punk rock stuff on it. It's got some like old classic rock from T-Rex. We got some Beck on there, the Rolling Stones, Sex Bomb, which is the band that Scott Pilgrim plays in. I will also say the Rickenbacker bass. I play bass. I've always wanted a Rick. I briefly borrowed one from a friend, and it was pretty awesome. But yeah, so I like this. I like the soundtrack. You know, I didn't get to see the movie in the theaters, but I did get to see it when it came out. I think my kids saw it in the theaters, but I'm not 100% sure of that. But at any rate, this pressing here, what this is the 2021 Scott Pilgrim vs. the World soundtrack Ramona Flowers edition. Now, what's cool about this pressing is that they put it out in blue, green, and magenta, which is to represent the different colors of Ramona Flowers' hair during the movie. So the other cool thing about it is that it is at random, so you don't know which one you're going to get until you open it up. Like I said, I have right now I have 4 copies on sale on the Ottsville Record Garage Discogs page, and this is my personal copy that I got for myself. So I'm going to open up this copy only to see what color I got. So it's kind of fun thing to do, and we'll go from there. So let's see what we have here. First of all, also just a little comment on the movie. Number 1, Ramona Flowers did not deserve the bullshit of Scott Pilgrim. He was kind of an asshole. She could have done a lot better than him. And yeah, that's just my personal opinion there. So here we go. I have a feeling this is a blue copy, just about a little bit that I'm seeing there. And indeed, it is brand new blue translucent vinyl. The Scott Pilgrim vs. the World Ramona Flowers pressing of the soundtrack, and my personal copy is blue. So I have 4 other copies. They could be blue, they could be green, they could be magenta. We have it listed for $29.99 on the Discogs page. When if they do not sell by the time we release OttsvilleRecordGarage.com, they will also be for $29.99. We don't really mark things up beyond MSRP. So there you go. I am personally looking forward to spinning this. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me here at the Ottsville Record Garage so I could talk about and open up my personal copy of this soundtrack, which I'm looking forward to playing. All right. Thanks a lot. And so on our YouTube page, if you like what you're seeing, like where this is going, hit the subscribe button. And, you know, we're going to be launching the Country Hipster podcast very soon with me and my brother Adam. And that's all I got right now. So talk to you soon. Drink up. Cheers.